guys? As you can see, I'm a sweaty mess. Just finished morning cardio or movement prep, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just 40 minutes. Didn't want to film it for you guys because it's pretty boring. But what am I going to have now? So, gotta get my greens from Applied Nutritionists. Just struggled to get my greens in the morning, so I just have a scoop of that, and then for the day I just have normal greens with each meal then. But I'm going to have that orange juice. I just need to get some carbs in after training. But yeah, pretty much like I said, maybe there's probably a video of my 40-minute workout before the video started, just a little time lapse because it's pretty boring, but I'll put it on the screen by here. But I'll go through it as well. It's 40 minutes, just move through it, more movement quality than anything. I'm dripping in sweat. Whew. But yeah, pretty much got my training diet for today. So I'm doing a day of training, if you can tell. But yeah, pretty much 40 minutes, 2 minutes on the C2 bike, 1 minute of alternating kick throughs, 1 minute reverse single unders. So it's just a new skill, just decided to chuck in there. Last couple of weeks I've been doing single unders. Now I'm going to reverse it, no pun intended. 1 minute of alternating Turkish get up. So in a minute, just getting 1 rep each hand. That's with a 22 kilogram dumbbell. 2 minutes of running. I couldn't be bothered running down the street and back just because I missed the 2 minute mark. So I just done shuttles in my garden. The length of my garden is about 10 meters. So I was doing 10 meter shuttles. 1 minute of air squats, 1 minute of bear crawls, and 1 minute of plank. So that's pretty much what I've done this morning. Just movement prep, ready for the day ahead pretty much. My eyes are stinging now with sweat. Trying to look for a shaker. They've all gone missing. Yeah, the reason I'm doing that is I injured my back last year just after French Throwdown. Kind of took a couple of months off without training properly, without lifting. Just done bodybuilding really. Nothing special. And then it kind of felt okay, so I started upping my training. Went into the open, and then obviously they released the deadlift, handstand, push-up workout. Got onto the 140 bar, so the heavy bar, and then got 6 reps in. Oh, I'd done it once. The year they'd done it, I finished it. I was like 3rd in the UK. And then last year, done it. Got onto the set of 9, I want to say. It is set of 9, is it? I think so, set of 9. Yeah, set of 9 the first time. I'm like, I can finish this. Went to redo it on the Monday. 6 reps into the 21. I was on point for finishing it. So I had all my splits down. I was on point for finishing it. 6 reps into the 21s, and my back just went again. So I started having chiropractor then. Again, completely stopped training. Whew, making you dizzy. Completely stopped training. Went and seen a chiropractor twice a week to start with. Then I went down to once a week because I had the Amsterdam Throwdown. So I seen a chiropractor, not really training, just ticking over. Went into the Amsterdam Throwdown. Also had strength and depth the weekend after that. So I didn't really want to injure myself again. Went to the Amsterdam Throwdown. Done the first 2 days. I was sat in 4th after 2 days. And then day 3, the last day, the first workout they released was a deadlift ladder. And it started at 140. I'm like, I'm not doing that because I knew I had SID the next weekend. So I just pulled out. Finished that weekend in 12th. So I went into day 3, 4th, missed 3 workouts, and then finished in 12th. So that just gives you an idea of how many points I bagged myself first couple of workouts to allow me to just drop down to 12th place while missing 3 workouts of the competition. And I went to SID after that, and obviously I went to try to go into that as healthy as possible. And after that then took some time off, and pretty much started building back into it now. Done a couple of months of bodybuilding just to try and rebuild, let my body recover, and just build that muscle accumulation phase. I forgot the word then. Just accumulate volume in that body, in my body again. Just going back to working on smaller muscles. So always in CrossFit, it's compound lifts, fast movements like the Olympic lifts. Don't really focus on the small muscle groups. So that's why I dropped back to bodybuilding. Just tried rebuilding that body, working on small ligaments. So a lot of rehab, a lot of bodybuilding. Like I said, just getting volume into those little muscles to help support the bigger muscles. And obviously once I come back to lifting or training then, my body should be a lot more stronger, especially the ligaments and the smaller muscles that are stronger from the bodybuilding to help support the bigger muscles when it comes to the compound lifts. And that's pretty much what I do when it comes to programming for my clients as well. I'll do like accumulation phase, especially now after lockdown. A lot of us haven't hit the weights or the gym in a long time. If we do, we've just got a kettlebell or a dumbbell. So I'll just really do a accumulation phase, just building that volume in, increasing our weight slowly over the weeks before we really start ramping that training back up, just so the body can stay, the body can catch up and get used to it, muscle memory can kick in, and then we've got that ball rolling. The last thing we want to do is come straight to the gym, 100 miles an hour, have DOMs for fucking 2 weeks, or just completely injure yourself and you're back out for a couple of months again. So that's the goal going forward, pretty much. But yeah, that's a pretty long spiel. Yeah, had breakfast this morning, had oats, a coffee and a banana. So I'll put my the macros, the nutrition, put the macros here for you guys. Then done my 40 minute workout or movement prep, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to chill out now, do some programming on my laptop, make sure my clients are up to date, and then I got some snatches this afternoon. So it's 10 o'clock now, chill out now, have some food, have my greens, and then yeah, I'll see you this afternoon. Welcome back, guys. It is 12:30. I've just finished up my food, watching a documentary on YouTube. I didn't film my food to start with, so I'll put a picture here of what it is, but pretty much 160 grams of chicken, half avocado, and then I had 180 grams of sweet potato cooked. So it's all cooked, 160 grams of cooked chicken, and then 180 grams of cooked sweet potato. And I'm going to train in a bit, about half an hour. Yeah, so when I finish training, again, I cooked more sweet potatoes. So I cooked some for after. And I'm going to have some salmon and then my blueberries. So I got 100 grams after training. Haven't weighed the sweet potato yet. I just cooked 2 sweet potatoes. I'll have that after. 100 grams of berries. And then I'm going to have some salmon and some lemon. Maybe about 200 grams of salmon after that. So, just for this afternoon session, going back to my program, snatch work. So, at the start, or a couple of weeks ago, just filmed myself snatching and cleaning. building up to a heavy, and I noticed I was pulling with my arms. So as I was pulling from the ground, I had a slight bend in my elbow, where I was using my biceps, my arms, instead of using my legs. So the last couple of weeks, I've been really focusing on using my legs instead of my arms on the pull, on the clean and the snatch. So I've been doing a lot of pause work. So my snatch work is 1 pause snatch pull into 1 pause squat snatch. I'm going to do that complex every 75 seconds. 6 reps at 80 kilograms, 6 reps at 90. So again, just focusing on that technique. I'll slowly start rebuilding our weight up once I stop using my arms and use my legs more. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday I'd done the cleans. Looking back at my diary. Yeah, the 15th. So Friday, done exactly the same thing. 1 pause clean pull, 1 pause squat clean. Again, every 75 seconds, 6 at 100, 6 at 110. So fairly light. And then I done segmented clean deadlifts. So again, pausing at each position. So pause mid shin for 2 seconds, pause above the knee 2 seconds, and then pause the hip. Done 5 sets of 3 at 140. Again, just really focusing on that leg drive, pushing that floor away instead of pulling with my back and my arms. Like I said, I was using had a back injury last year. So I'm trying to really focus on building strong hamstrings, strong glutes in that pull, deadlift, clean, snatch, whatever, just to take that pressure off my back, start using my legs a lot more. So that's what I'm really focusing on now in this lockdown, is just movement quality, refine those movements and getting that squared away. So when the gyms do open, I'm pretty much good to go. And hopefully should have a new movement pattern ingrained into that body instead of the old way of pulling on my back on that. So yeah, got some pause snatch work, front rack reverse lunges. This is week 3 of this. Again, trying to increase on last week. So that is going to suck because last week I done 90. I don't have small increments. So the only way up now is 100 kilograms on the lunges. So that is going to be savage. And then I just got some conditioning then to finish with. Dumbbell deadlifts, dumbbell front squats, 1,000 meters on a C2 bike, 20 double unders, 20 air squats, rest 2 minutes, 4 sets. So yeah, 12:30, a couple of minutes, let my food go down. I'll start warming up and then I'll go from there then. So see you in a bit. well, that snatch is done. Felt okay. So you would have seen set 1, set 3, set 6 on each weight. Let's hydrate. Nice and sunny outside today. Happy days. But yeah, that felt a lot better than last week, for sure. Last week was 15 sets. It was 5 at 80, 5 at 90, 5 at 100. This week dropped down. Last week was every minute as well. This week's every 75 seconds times 12, 6 and 6. Last week, I was pretty tired last week. I failed 1 snatch on 90 and 2 snatches at 100. So that's why I dropped down. Instead of EMOM, added 15 seconds recovery and then dropped down 3 sets. So instead of 15, just in 12 sets, just focusing on that technique. Pointless going to failure, especially this time. I can't drop the bar. As you can probably tell, I kept lowering it to the floor every rep. So I can't drop the bar outside, break the pavement. It's quite savage, snatching it, pulling it down. And it just means you can't give everything to each lift. You can't be nice and aggressive like you normally are with a snatch or clean. A clean's not too bad because if you fail it, you're at the bottom of a squat, you can just drop it. But with a snatch overhead, if you drop it behind or forward, then if you have a look, I'll probably miss the mats if I miss the snatch. So that's the last thing I want to be doing in the garden. Maybe just drop it back, focus on technique. Next up is front rack reverse lunges. This sucked the last 2 weeks. This week, gotta go heavier, which I am dreading. So a week before, then 80, I think, or in 4 sets of 10 at 80 or 90, I can't remember. Last week, 4 sets of 8 at 90. This week, 4 sets of 8 again. I got increased the weight. So, like I said earlier, only way is up, and I can only go up in 10s. So I'm guessing I'm going 90 to 100. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Well, that was savage. Good 20-minute sweat. I think my heart rate hit 180, my max heart rate in the last one. Oh, legs are pumped. Tunes. And they're all on the same time. First round you've seen already recorded. That was 319, tried on the double unders. Should have warmed up on them before I started. Second one, 324, a little bit slower. Third one, 316, so faster. Fourth one, 311, even faster. So that's what we're trying to aim for, is those negative splits. So stuff like this, I had this down as 80 to 85% sustainable power output. So try and maintain the same power for all the sets, which I've done. They're all about the around the 320 mark, between 310 and 320, so 20 seconds different or 10 seconds different. And I'm also trying to increase each time. So a perfect negative split would be first one 324, second one 319, third one 316, fourth one 319. So if I swapped second, first round around, then I'll have a perfect negative split. And that's what we want in workouts as well, especially when it comes to competitions. If it's a 5-round workout, obviously that last round wants to be your quickest round. So round one, just getting into it, trying to stay with everyone else, but find that rhythm, that pace you can maintain. Second round, maybe a little bit faster. So maybe just speed up the transitions a little bit. Keep the same pace on the exercises, just speed up the transitions. Third round, again, if you can, speed up the transitions. Fourth one then, speed up the exercises with the fast transitions. Last round then, max effort. I done this on Friday with a workout, similar as what I just done then, but I think it was 5 rounds. I'll have a look now. Yeah, so it's five sets. 500 meters on the bike, 30 double unders, 500 meters on the bike, 30 double unders. Rest 90 seconds between the rounds. And again, same thing, trying to sustain that power output all the way across. I pretty much had negative splits on this. First round 2-5-6, second one 2-5-2, third one 2-4-6, fourth one 2-4-5, last one 2-4-5. So you can see how I knocked off a couple of seconds each round, and that's what we're trying to aim for when it comes to workouts or competing. That's where people go wrong. They go max effort from the beginning, and then they just 5 minutes in they just die. And that's where you get someone who's done it long enough, can pace it, and then they pace the workouts, and you're like, oh my god, they're bloody fit. But no, they just know their body. They know that fatigue, where their body fatigues, their strong muscles or their strong exercises, what muscles they can push, stuff like that. So it just comes with time, getting to know your body and where you can push and where you can't, and obviously that perfect pacing down on each round. But pretty much that's today's training done. Now I'm just going to have my sweet potatoes, my salmon's in cooking. I put that in start of my 4th round, so it's already almost cooked. That's a good thing about this stuff, like you can work, rest. Between that rest you can prep. Well, I do anyway, prep, so when I finish, by the time my heart rate comes down, I stretch, my food's good to go. So that's something I plan. So I'll put a picture of this up in a bit, along with the macros. Also, I'll have a meal tonight as well, but this video is done for today. This is a day of training during lockdowns. Obviously, I got a good amount of kit to use and to stay on top of it. Obviously, some of you haven't. I do offer a home program, so I'll put the link below for you guys if you want to follow that. It's free. It's just mainly bodyweight exercises, sometimes dumbbell, kettlebell, because a lot of people's got that from the gym or laying around, or they bought one. So yeah, I got a home gym or home program. I'll put that link below. And I also offer remote programming, so individualized programming, so stuff like I just done then, obviously tailored towards you and your goals. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it and you want to see more, please comment below that you want to see more. Also hit that like button as well, please. And the more likes this video gets, the more YouTube spreads the love of this video, because it shows people likes this video. So it'll share it across more platforms because more people will watch it. So again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video if you want to see more.